So today I want to talk about why resentments are so hard to let go of. I know for me in my recovery, they've been hard to let go of for one basic reason. I want my hurt to be validated by somebody, whether it's the person who hurt me, whether it's a supportive friend, whether it's in an Al-Anon meeting, or even myself. I need that validation that what I felt was true and accurate, even if I'm the only one that sees it. Because I think when it comes to resentment, that's what most people are looking for. They're looking for that validation that, yeah, you were hurt and I am sorry and I promise not to do it again. But let's face it, when it comes to resentment, a lot of people we resent have no idea that's how we're feeling because we've never spoken it. Resentment by nature is a hidden hurt. It's not something we're being honest about. It's something that's gone underground because we don't know how to deal with it directly. I know for me, I've been really comfortable storing resentments because it's easier than actually saying to someone, hey, you know what you did or what you said really hurt me, and I need you to know that. That is another level of recovery that often takes a long time to get to. Even today, I can be really procrastinating when it comes to a hidden hurt. But I also know that the person who hurt me isn't really the person I need help or validation from anymore. It's me. Because when you're hurt, you need to validate that your feelings and your pain is okay. It is absolutely acceptable. You're not being wrong, too sensitive, anything like that. Because when we can validate our own feelings, especially feelings of hurt, then they don't cause havoc in our relationships. Because for me, when I figured out a way through the 12-step process and then adding my own spin to it, a way to work through resentments by myself, that's what really helped me heal. Because when I'm in a resentment today, I know exactly what to do. I need to turn the focus back to myself and ask myself, what do I need to do to heal this resentment? And what part did I probably play in that resentment? Because that's the question nobody wants to ask themselves. I know I didn't. I wanted to hold on to the story of being hurt and having people hear my hurt and give me sympathy because I didn't get it growing up. That's probably what keeps you stuck in holding on to resentment. But that's why I'm doing this workshop. August 3rd, there's replays available if you can't make it live. But what we're going to do is we're going to walk through my 5-step process together because you can heal a resentment without the other person apologizing to you, acknowledging what happened, because that's not the goal. If the goal of healing resentment is to get that other person to see you, it would never be healed because so much of the time that's not a realistic goal. A realistic goal is what can I do to heal this resentment? Because that's where our point of power is. And that's what I'm going to teach you in this workshop is how to name the resentment, understand its impact, recognize the part you played in the resentment. And what do you do moving forward? Are there any amends to make to yourself, to that other person? Because sometimes we're so focused on our resentment story of what was done to us that we kind of miss the opportunity to look at what our part was and if we need to make amends. I know for me, several years ago, one of the most powerful things I realized was I had a non-existent relationship with a family member until one day I realized, oh my God, my part is that I am really ghosting that person. I'm not participating in any way because I was bitter over what happened in the past. And when I recognized that as my part, everything changed because I realized I was never going to get the other person to change or acknowledge what happened in the past. But I could look at how I was totally doing to thwart any chance of that relationship blossoming because we had no relationship because I wasn't willing to look at my part. And let's be honest, looking at our part is not the fun part. That's not the part most people want to do. Most people want to say, I need that hurt validated. I get it. The problem is that that's not the only step. The transformative step is you looking at yourself. And that's exactly why I hope you join us in the workshop. And your next step is I want you to go watch my video on what keeps you stuck in resentment. Thanks so much.